Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do a quick overview on the Riggi Knives jersey. So, this is going to be a pre-order that's coming up shortly if it hasn't already begun. And then they're also going to be available, I believe, on White Mountain Knives. So if you go over to White Mountain Knives and pick one of these up at some point, my code over there is LeftyEDC. That'll save you 10% off, and you'll always get free shipping as well on U.S. orders with that. There's some knives it doesn't work on, but doesn't apply here. So this is a really cool knife. It's a flipper-only knife, so not my style per se, but I do like flipper-only knives. It's just that I don't normally buy and carry and keep them around, if that makes sense. But I can still appreciate them, and these are done extremely well. You can watch my unboxing of this knife. I believe it's called Unboxing 3 Dope Knives, something like that. And I believe I went over some of the changes. He did give me a paper with this. If you guys want, I can rip through it again real quick. Let me see. This might be it right here. Yeah, this is it right here. So it's made by Shielded Knives. There's going to be 3 finished choices for blade and body. Now, on White Mountain Knives, I only saw M390, and I saw Bead Blast and a Stonewash version, which made me really happy because I don't want a Bead Blast. But this says 3 versions. The final run is going to be an M390/20 CV, whichever. They're all going to be T8. Or no, it's going to be T8 clip screws, which are T6 right now. It's going to be a tie clip that's milled. And these body screws are going to be recessed a little bit, which is perfect. It says price point $200 for premium. So I saw on White Mountain Knives they were listed at $220. It could be the pre-order's $200, and then later on, if you get one at White Mountain, it'll be $220. Or they could just be $220, but I think that price is pretty good. Comes with a lined pouch and swag. And, yeah. What else? There's ceramic bearings and detent and steel lock bar insert. The prototype is 14C, but final one will be M390, at least on the first run. Okay, so let's get into this. Aesthetically, this thing is sexy. It's a really cool looking knife. I love the pivot design. I love the contoured handles. Love the backspacer. These being seated down is going to be good. I don't love that, but again, that's going to be changing. Because it almost, like when you look at it like this, it almost looks like there's supposed to be a scale that goes over it, and it's not on there or something. But anyway, the clip, I actually really like a fold-over deep carry clip like this. So honestly, I may prefer that. But I don't know. A tie milled clip is fine as well, as long as it works. And then you have the flipper tab, which looks good in this position. When open, I don't love the flipper tab just because I don't love this sort of just basic flipper tab design on knives when open. I've said this in the unboxing. Even the Koenig Arius does it. So it's just a nitpick with me. I don't love a bead blast, but again, that's going to be a stonewash option in production. It looks really good open, in my opinion, as well. Again, that pivot just kind of like cohesively brings this design together for me. I love the lines and the curves of the handle. I love the finger grooves. It's unique and simple, and I like that. It's really hard these days to design something that is simple like this, drop point blade, titanium frame lock, but yet have it be unique. And he pulled that off. So that's impressive to me. I really like this aesthetically. Ergonomically, fits really good into my hand. I have a large glove size hand. All those finger grooves work perfectly for me, and it melts into my hand. There is some jimming back here, but it's essentially useless, and my thumb is up here. So if you're going to do jimming, I'd love it to be there, but it doesn't matter. I don't need it. I'm not the guy who needs jimping. Not a big jimping fan. You can kind of do a flipper choil thing, but, you know, you're going to cut yourself if you slide up. It says a really good edge on it. Just be careful. But I like the ergonomics. Is there any hot spots? Not left-handed. Shielded does a great job with these fold-over clips. It's very much like the one on our Growler model. This is changing to a milled clip, but they keep it really low profile, so you don't even feel it. So I really like that. do the old righty move there. Yeah, so the ergos are good. Flipper tab is good. Could use a little bit more aggressive jimping, but it works just fine. Carry, again, it's that shield and clip, and I think they do a great job. It doesn't feel like it's super tight in your pocket, but it never falls out or moves around, so it works, you know. It's got a little bit of weight to it. You know, it's probably close-ish to 4 ounces, which is a little heavy for this size of knife. Speaking of the size of the knife, there is the jersey. You have a f5.5 here from EDC Supply, which is a little bit smaller, but almost the same size there. Another titanium knife with 20 CB. You have the Quiet Carry Waypoint right there, which is a little bit longer than the jersey. We can grab the TW Price Dawn. Just some titanium frame lock flippers here. That one is a little bit longer. The EMP EDC Nimble should be right on point. Yep, very, very similar here on those. So there's some models for you. One more we'll do is the Mini Tempest from Sharp by Design. And that one is a bit bigger with a 3.5-inch blade. So I would put this guy right around 3 inches, maybe a little bit over 3 inches on the blade, but you can always look the specs up on White Mountain knives. The sounds. Sounds are fantastic on this. Really good crack. It's got a good detent, so it sucks it in. I love the sounds. Cutting. You have a flat grind, but it's a pretty tall blade, and it comes down to a good thin edge. Shielding, again, does a good job with those flat grinds. I don't think there's anything to complain about here, guys. It's small enough that I can wield it and get to my shipping label moves. Yeah, I would prefer a lower tip, but, you know, that's just me. But this works perfectly fine, and overall, this is a really well-rounded blade, and the ergonomics are great, so I think this is a wonderful piece for EDC. Then you have the action/fidget factor, and again, you just have it dialed. I mean, that detent is crisp. It pops when it breaks. It's just so satisfying after... I know, I just feel like I handle a lot of knives where they just don't nail the detent. It's acceptable, or, you know, I'm like, you know, it's okay, but this is money. Like, this is just perfect. Shielding really killed it on this. You can see that push button is just amazing. I freaking love it. And then it's not a guillotine, but it'll swing down. You get hit by that flipper tab, so you're not getting crushed with a blade. It's not going to cut you, and then you just shoot, swing it down like that. Yes, again, not a guillotine. Gotta shake it, but it's super smooth, dead centered. There's no play, no rock, none of that stuff. You are on caged bearings. Looks like brass cage bearings with the ass end to them. These might be the same bearings that they have in our Growler model, which, man, they're really good bearings. They're just a good balance of sturdy, you know, having good rigidity, but also great action. This is a fun one to play with, guys. If you get the bead blasted one, you should be able to reverse flick it off of that blade. If you're left-handed, you may be able to pull it off as well. I did it like one time in the unboxing. Come on, baby. All right, I can't do it, but you might be able to pull it up. But right-handed, pretty easy. Just flick it off of that bead blast. My hands are a little sweaty right now, so. Yeah, the action is fantastic. The fit and finish is wonderful. Shielding's really showing up, guys. Keep your eye out for them. Yeah, guys, this is a it's a wholehearted recommend to you. If you want to pick one of these up on pre-order, I do not think you're going to be disappointed if this is what shows up at your door, to be honest. And I am very highly recommending picking one up myself, and I probably will. So, Let me know what you guys think down below. Shout out to Nick Riggi for letting me check this out and for designing a really cool knife. Thank you, dude. All right. I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.